Select your hero.
Justice reigns from above!
Embrace me!
This will heal you. 10 seconds.
Cannot die! It's hand.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the hour of the B2P is upon us. We are in deep. It's been hours. It's been matches. It's been ults. It's been kills, heals. It's been absolutely everything you can think of and a handful more. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to match number 6. The finals of the Bronze to Plat Epic number 1. Mr. Compton EMT and the host of HSA welcome you to the very first, I don't know what you want to call it, the top of the ladder. We're there.
Epic.
We're at the top of the cage. We're going for it. It's the finals match of the Epic B2P number 1. Ladies and gentlemen, I am your host, Isaac the Streaker 1337, joined by Mr. Sailor Nips as we take a look right now at everything that we have gone through today. Mr. Sailor Nips, bring us up to speed.
Okay, well, you know, the first couple of matches you had Team Infinity and Team Nightmare. Team Infinity just running through all of the opposition, making me go from my initial pick from Nightmare winning it all to Team Infinity for how good they've looked. And Team Wrath goes ahead and beats Pandas to play Team Infinity. And guess what? Team Infinity and Team Wrath at the end, they're here. We had a great losers final, best match of all night. And the matchup is here. And with the changes, wait, that's not the matchup. It's Team Infinity and Team Wrath. But with the changes that Team Wrath has done with putting Demon Axe at DPS, but guess what, Streaker? Demon Axe's Reaper was banned. So no Reaper for Demon Axe. Do you think that's going to be a huge factor?
It's really difficult to say. Demon Axe has obviously on the Reaper been extremely explosive, but the same was true with Heavy Revy. A lot of people said that he was a one trick, that he had no ability outside of the Roadhog. If he played anything except the Roadhog, he wouldn't be as valuable. And he's proven that to be a lie time and time again. I feel like Demon Axe has the ability and the skill to be able to prove that wrong as well for his team. I feel like they're going to be able to pull it together. I'm really hoping that Wrath and Infinity here really take it to the teeth. I'm looking for a good set of matches. Obviously, like you said, you've been calling it all night that Infinity is going to go 3-0, just wipe people out. I'm thinking that Wrath is gonna get it here. I think that Wrath is gonna be the. I think they're the giant killer.
Oh, we'll see if they're the giant killer, but I'm telling you, especially on Ilios here, Team Infinity and all the Infinity Stones that Slips has put in place with Vendetta, with Heavy Revy, and the backline of the DPS and supports. It is just too much for whatever team has been put in place in front of them tonight. And I don't think it's going to stop here. I think this is going to be a sweep. And it might be a little bit harder, but especially with no Demon Axe Reaper, this is going to be it, ladies and gentlemen. And we also have prizes here that we'll go ahead and show here at the break. But if we go ahead and get an Exclamation Boy B2 prize from Drix or Comms EMT, that's what the prizes are going to be. And we'll show it on screen. But here we go. This is it. This is what we've been waiting for. The finals of the first epic between Team Infinity and all the Infinity Stones and Team Wrath. Winston, Poppy, Skrill, Jonesy, Demon Axe, Doctor, and McCann. Let's get it.
And I love the aggression here. Heavy Revy coming straight out on the ball, rushing straight into the team. Send Poppy diving, trying to get in there first, and just and Wrath knowing that Heavy was coming and just being ready for it and not opening themselves up to damage from the other side. And just waiting for Heavy Revy to get there. Heavy now diving into the back line, getting charged into that. And Cool Tiger going down, Heavy Revy going down. Team Wrath coming out very hard against Team Infinity, surprisingly. Although a tough dive there for Sem Poppy, taking a lot of damage, keeping it up, ladies and gentlemen. Even with McCann dropping dead into the pit. It's going to go first point, first percent, Team Wrath. Here we go.
But she did get a res off before that happened. She'll be able to come back in the fight when they engage. And, Heavy Revy and Ben just dropped there pretty early. And let's see if they can go ahead and wake up here from Team Infinity.
Well, and just look at this battle that's going on. And Cyril there making the mistake of turning his back to Heavy Revy. Up until that point, they were all very reticent, very aware of what Heavy Revy was doing and taking very good care to not overstep their boundaries and to always kind of keep him in check. Heavy Revy now having to try to look for any kills that he can. Slips being very effective, though, in making sure that Heavy Revy has all the room he needs to move around. Jones now trying to get that jog champ on, falling to the flame strike. Your best bet here, just to regroup and try and take it to him. Don't zerg into this. This is exactly the kind of team you don't want to zerg out on.
Yeah, and I think, they had to wake up there real quick, and Slips with the turrets and everything, just too dynamic. It's going to be really hard for...
The ult already coming out from Heavy Revy. People walking into bombs. Rising Sun in the back line was invis the entire time. A good shot trying to take them out there against Doctor, but Doctor did not fall. Still out there. Heavy Revy now causing a lot of trouble in that back line, even against that initial take from Team Wrath. So Heavy Revy now trying to go, boxing against Cyril, is able to punch him down.
Heavy Revy and Vendetta.
And Slips now up in the front. The Symmetra shield comes up, although I don't know how much of a difference that's going to make as the entire team is already back. They have nothing to fire through.
Kind of a little early for that, kind of premature. But with the tank play from Vendetta and Heavy Revy right now, it doesn't even matter. This is going to be, Slips is putting his turrets in the right direction. It's not looking good.
Oh, and charged into the wall there. Heavy Revy going to be forced to have to run away. Although does come back, is making a good attempt, but no stuns on that side. Cyril now able to pull Cool Tiger into the death pit. Doctor finding Rising Sun. This could easily be a retake for Wrath with some intelligent play, but allowed Senpapi to fall, leaving only Doctor and McCann on the point. Not enough as they go into overtime. Great hold by them. Unfortunately, not going to be enough as...
Oh, he touches! Can they get there? No, they're not going to be able to.
Map,
Oh
map
my
number
goodness.
1 going to Team Infinity after a great opening salvo by Team Wrath. And Team Wrath clearly not entertained by Infinity's garbage. They definitely took things to heart. They definitely made sure to be watching Heavy Revy, to be putting him in his place, never allowing him to get farther than he needed to be. Great, absolute, and phenomenal demonstrative work by Team Wrath there. Great work in keeping Team Infinity in check. Weren't able to clean it up, had some struggles there at the end, but nothing that is going to hold them back. If they open up with that kind of opening salvo again, that may be what they need to do it. So let's see where they go from here.
And here we go. Heavy Revy did wake up. I think Team Wrath came out really strong. They came aggressive. And people need to keep that going. They need to keep on being aggressive against people like Heavy Revy, because when you're not and you kind of back off and is scared, that's when things go down. Rising Sona taking out Demon Axe really quick. Heavy Revy taking Jonesy. It's not, oh my goodness. And Rising Sona and slips. Absolute work from Rising Sona, the magician himself, just with the clear snipes, and Heavy Revy knocking the Doctor out. What a fight from Team Infinity right there. Just showing pure skill.
Absolutely. And I mean, and this is where Wrath is going to have a little bit of a hard time. Heavy Revy is going to choke them. He is going to turn this into a claustrophobic mess. And that's exactly how Wrath gets destroyed. And you can see Heavy Revy even now getting into that back line. Doctor probably calling it out. Mechanified coming in to save Doctor, but now Heavy moving to point. Demon Axe already down, and Cyril falling to Heavy as well.
Oh my
Nothing
goodness.
that they do seems to be effective, as they just can't group. And Heavy Revy again turning this into exactly what is Team Wrath's worst nightmare: a close combat fight. They have no room to manifest any of their abilities. They just can't get the space they need to be able to take it to them.
Yeah, and I do like this pharmacy pick, even though that Rising Sona is going to get pocketed by Tranquility right here. And this is the thing. When Heavy Revy's up in your face like this, Rising Sona has all day just to pick your brains out. And that's what he's been exactly doing with his great snipes with 8+ kills already. But here's Heavy Revy up in your grill, da-da-da-da-da, does his thing and makes... and lets Slips do his DPS thing as well.
Absolutely. And this is exactly what you don't want to see. Heavy Revy already bringing the ults out. The mines are down. They can't push forward. They have to sit there and try to swing at mines, which just means they're going to be taking more damage, allows more ult charge from Infinity, as Infinity just continues to roll on this Wrath team. And they're moving into the 90 percentile range here. Tranquility finding the res on Slips, even though he did fall for that moment in time. Cyril trying to find the touch on the point to draw it out, not in time. Woo! That's going to be game 1 for Infinity.
Woo! All right, let's get ready for the play of the game before I hype up Team Infinity. Great plays here, especially from this man right here. Probably the best player we have on the B2P circuit. Here comes Heavy Revy with the ball. I love the ball play so much. There goes Cyril with a nice little turret. Boop, you're gone. And boop, hey, you're going to get that 250 pack? Nope, not happening. Takes not one, not those, but Trace. And that probably wasn't even his best play, but Slips and Heavy Revy doing absolute work, and Tranquility has been doing a great job with the heals. Just awesome team play from Infinity. And before I go to you, Streak, I have to talk up to the team that right when I saw it from the get-go of those first 2 matches, I had to get rid of my Nightmare pick because Infinity has just shown that it's Thanos and the army, but guess what? There's no kryptonite to them. There's no Avengers to stop them. There's no Avengers here, Streak. So if you don't have a team of Avengers, how will they get beaten?
You know, and I'm gonna tell you, I still feel like Wrath could turn it around. We just need to get some more open maps. Control was definitely their weakest point. And this is what I said about game 5 of the last map. Had it gone to Control, it would have been very difficult for Wrath. So that was the worst map they could have played. It's already out of the way. They need to start choosing maps now that are going to give them that openness. It's going to allow Jonesy to do what he does. It's going to allow Demon Axe to bring that damage. It's going to allow Mechanified to surveil the map and really start dropping, you know, the effectiveness. You have to open this up for them. Wrath needs open space. And if Infinity keeps closing down and making it claustrophobic and making it tight quarters and forcing them to fight in a ball, they're going to keep failing. They need to be aware of that and start to open up. So, I mean, I'm ready to go to game 2. I really do believe that if Team Wrath is able to open it up a little bit, this is going to change quite a bit.
And it is going to open up just a tad bit on Rialto, the lovely streets of Rialto. And we're going to try to get into the game as soon as possible, right when the teams are both ready, right when both captains are ready to go. All the gladiators that have been a part of this event has been absolutely awesome. All you players, everybody that's watching, Compton EMT behind the mic, Drix behind the scenes. Like, there's just so many, and Streaker and myself, obviously, just the faces and voices that you've been watching. But there's been so many people that have been a part of this, and we thank you so much. And this is the final, ladies and gentlemen. This is the final. After this one, we'll have a break, but we have 30 seconds to go in this one. And like I said, with Infinity, Slips did a great job. Symmetra is a really easy player to play in that scenario, and he did his job. He put the turrets where they need to be. He let Heavy Revy do all the heavy lifting, and Rising Sona was just I think Rising Sona was sitting there on that pillar streak for literally like 5 minutes, just unscathed, just sniping away. Like, that is a dream. When you have tanks like Vendetta and Heavy Revy to give you that time and to be pocketed by Tranquility to give you damage to kill someone within 2 shots. Great.
Oh, and absolutely. And that's absolutely the last thing you want to do. Now, here's a map that has been beneficial to Wrath all night long. Wrath has a very strong presence here in Rialto. So I'm really hoping that Wrath is able to bring that heat here. This is a big map. It gives them the opportunity to do what they're good at, create space, move around. You know, they have a lot of ability here. And so, you know, I feel like they can get a lot of space. However, I would like to see some more stuns on the side of Wrath, knowing that Heavy Revy will displace himself and will push up. I would love to see a Brigitte here. I would love to see a McCree here. I would love to see. Yeah. Well, and there is a jump.
I haven't seen that.
So I'm just saying there's a lot of things here. If they were able to create some more effective stun mechanisms, I really feel like that would be infinitely more dangerous, because Heavy Revy would have to think twice about trying to push too far forward. He'd have to play back a little bit, and maybe that would give them the space they need to take this team down. So we'll see what they go here.
And here we go. They're going to come out with vengeance, and that is Team Wrath. They're going to try to move, but Slips already picks off McCann in the backside with the turrets.
Slips buried some turrets deep down.
Yeah, and Demon Axe is a cool Tiger, though.
Yeah, Demon Axe was really creating some space there. That was actually pretty good. That allowed that cart to move up to that first turn. That's not terrible.
But Slips is just trying to take the Zimpapi shield, but Zimpapi's like, you're way out of position, guy. Takes advantage of that, but Rising Sona does take care of Mechanified.
This is getting kind of messy for Team Infinity. The space is being created. Team Wrath has really learned, rather than try and deathball, rather than group up and get killed by Heavy Revy, let's make ourselves open. Let's move around backsides. Let's take them 1v1. Let's give ourselves the space. Heck, waiting for it. Let's take it. However, that was hilarious. And watching Senpapi and Vendetta shields up back into each other was absolutely comedy. I need somebody to clip that so we can watch it again.
That was absolutely funny. But, you know, here, this is always the point where teams kind of stall tonight, is this choke right here. But I feel like Team Wrath's going to come back because, like you said, and like we know, Team Wrath is really good at escort. And they're not good at control, but they are really good at escort, especially on a map like Rialto. And they're showing it right now. This is just good teamwork overall. No one's really standing out from Team Wrath. But
Right.
we'll
Here again, you see Heavy Revy alone. Could have been an easy kill there. You know, had the monkey kind of gone down. Although massive incoming from Senpapi. Welcome to the Shattered Dome. Ties up with Vendetta on the charge, swinging away. Vendetta, however, catching the heels. Senpapi getting none, and Tranquility finding the res on Cool Tiger. McCann finding Senpapi. It's going to go back to it. Vendetta does find McCann. They're back alone now in there. Wow.
And there you go, Heavy Revy and Vendetta showing that they are the best. They're the dynamic duo, the best tanks that we have right now, a part of these teams.
This is getting messy. Like,
yeah, it is.
Wrath is absolutely playing the level of, okay, let's go 1v1. Demon Axe finds Cool Tiger. Heavy Revy finds Demon Axe. Tranquility reses Cool Tiger. Cool, let's go 1v1. Now look, Senpapi alone, 1v1 on the point. Come get me, Heavy Revy. Come shoot at me, bro. I dare you. Wait for the rest of my team to come in and find you. And the payload continues to move. We're rounding to number 3 right now. Look at this. They are playing so intelligently right now.
Slips
only finding Jones, however, Vendetta with the massive slam, pushing him back. 1 minute left. We are going to get at least one more engagement from Team Wrath here.
I would like to see that rage saved for the next push because Vendetta literally took down the whole entire team right there. Rising Sona also with the cleanup crew. Great plays here from both tanks, but it's not over till the fat lady sings. And here comes Heavy Revy. Where the heck is he? There he is.
The building with,
oh my goodness.
With their team, which they should. Somebody should kill that guy.
Oh
Heavy
my
Revy
goodness.
finding Jonesy, finding Senpapi under 30 seconds. I think that's going to close down this push by Team Wrath.
But that's what Heavy Revy does. And great teamwork there by Team Infinity and all the Infinity Stones just working as a cohesive unit like they have all night. But literally no one punishes that. Heavy Revy was all by himself. Yes, he did the drop, go up and go down, but there he goes. And Bobby finally takes it, but it's a little bit too late. And oh my goodness, that was really messy, but Team Infinity does play good defense there.
Score
Absolutely.
2-0.
And again, just it's the same thing I've been saying all night. I would have loved to have seen some stuns. I would have loved to have seen some disables, things to turn Heavy Revy off so he can't get away. He can't just disappear. And just nothing there. And nobody looking for it. Obviously, multiple members of Wrath getting caught in the building alone with Revy, weren't able to dump enough bullets into him, even while he was ulting. He was inside the building, close range. There's a lot they could have done there. You know, it's a difficult situation. He plays so aggressively that people have no idea how to handle it.
No.
Because you don't see that. You could play 1,000 competitive matches and never see anyone that aggressive who lives that long.
Yeah.
They
Because
might
he
play
knows how to
aggressive, but
cycle.
they
Like
don't
you,
live that long.
yeah, like you stated earlier, when he's that aggressive, when he is literally on the brink of dying with his like light flashing in his eyes, he somehow just sprinkles to help, and his healers are there for him. And ladies and gentlemen, this is your finals of your first epic B2P. Let's get some hype because here comes Infinity. And look, they're right from their face. This is like, hey, you know what? You're pushing us back. Push you right forward. It's a Bobby. He takes Vendetta. He takes Vendetta right away. And here we go. But Jonesy goes down to Slips and Demon
I
Axe.
hear a bastion somewhere.
Yes. Demon Axe was a bastion, but Rising Sona snipes that away. And oh my goodness, this right in your face is kind of being thrown back at him. But I love it, man. Try to do something else.
It kind of looks to me like Team Wrath has had enough. I don't want to say this is a formal concession, but I want to say it's kind of a we won't go down without a fight, and we're taking somebody with us. That somebody happened to be Vendetta, and I'm not even mad about it. You know, when you've been playing 7 hours straight, you've had as many back-to-back matches as Wrath has seen tonight. You know, obviously Infinity only having to play 3 rounds and Wrath having to fight for every inch of what they got. They're just going to cruise in here. It looks like Wrath is just going to let them cruise down just to end the night, it seems. However, I am super impressed with
what a charge there by
Wrath's
Zabob.
engagement.
Himself, though. Him and Vendetta are having the duel. Vendetta barely wins it because Bobby was a little bit lower. But they're not really giving up here, Shriek. Heavy Revy is going to go ahead and put the mines on it so he can push it. Just push it. And there it goes. Great, smart play there by Heavy Revy. And Team Infinity does take the 2-0 lead. Now let's go ahead and watch play of the game, which will be narrated by Strigger. Take it away.
Play of the game.
You know, and I almost want to call to the officials here. I think we can just bypass this halftime. I don't think either team needs that time. I don't know if that's available or not, but in a call to the officials, I would almost say maybe if the teams are down, just go ahead and play the third match, because I think everybody here is pretty much willing to just play it out. Yeah. No, they're calling for it. Even the teams are calling for it. They just like to go to that game 3. Officials, if you're good with it, we just like to see that game 3. Can we just roll?
Yeah.
We're gonna do it.
And you know, especially this is our first epic, and we're rolling through the punches, but I feel like overall it's been a fun experience. It's been a great time being by your side, the Shriek, as always. We're gonna go ahead and talk it up a little bit because we do have a sub coming in. We're gonna have Godzilla Zord go ahead and come in for Rising Sona, which Rising Sona was go ahead and displaying really good Widow play. But here we go, guys. We are on the grand final. What a day. What a night. Let's get it, ladies and gentlemen. Infinity has not lost a match all night. And I said, I bet a shot on it. This is how bold I was, even though Shrieker said that he would chug a beer if Pandas didn't win it all. And buddy, did he chug that beer? But I don't think I'm going to have to take a shot because I feel like Infinity already got the brooms out. Who's got the brooms out? Because I got the broom out. I'm ready to sweep it up. No, nothing against Team Wrath because they've been playing great. They have a great team. No offense against Team Nightmare, but Team Infinity is just that loaded. Bring the brooms. Bring the brooms.
Oh, yeah. So here we go. Looks like Godzilla Zord is subbing in. We are just going to go ahead and bypass the normal halftime rule. The officials cleared it. We are good to go. It was agreed upon by both teams that we were able to move forward. So we're just going to go ahead and play this game number 3 between Team Wrath and Team Infinity. It looks like the officials have made an official call that the last map will be chosen by the officials. And from what I understand, we're going to Horizon. We're going to the moon.
Like SpaceX? Is that what we're doing? Can we be astronauts, Streak? Can we fly up there? Can we see space?
I guess so. At this point, you know, all I want to tell you is there's only 2 words right now that come to mind whenever I play on Horizon Lunar Colony, and that's hyper cancer.
Yeah. And I do
want to see both teams running.
I do feel like, especially that Vendetta has been playing Ryan all night. He's been playing a really solid Ryan. I think on defense, they are going to go ahead and sit on one of those top overlooks. Go ahead and camp there, have people behind them, and just let it rip. But I would like to see the same from Wrath. Jonesy plays a little Bastion, right? Maybe we'll see some Bastion from Demon X. Do something spicy here. Bastion wasn't one of the ones that was banned, right? Nope. So we're good to go.
I expect that Wrath will come out and just go for broke. Whatever it is they do, they're just going to play ridiculous characters. They're just going to try and stack on damage. They're going to try and shut down anything they can shut down. So, you know, I expect this could get highly entertaining. You know, at this point, Infinity is looking at it probably from the perception of all we got to do is get one more. You know, why go easy on them now when we're one game away from the win? Just, you know, press the win, press the victory, go ahead and lock it up. But yeah, I don't know. I'm willing to assert that Wrath is going to come out here and just play heavy damage. If I was Wrath, my point here, if I was on attack, I would take like the most heavy damage like team composition that I could take. I would bring a Sigma. I would bring a Roadhog. I would bring a Bastion. I would bring, you know, a Soldier. I would bring a Zenyatta, and I would probably bring I don't know, maybe Moira or Baptiste, and just go full out, guns blazing, die in a blaze of glory, bring everything you got, and leave nothing on the table. And yeah, and it looks exactly like that. Wrath is going to go ahead and start on the offensive.
And that's what they're doing the offense. Jonesy's bringing out the Bastion on the offense. That is risky. That is gutsy. But we saw it on the last match on Rialto when they literally were in the spawn. They were like, hey, meanie poo heads, stop picking on us and stop being bullies. We're going to try to bully you. It didn't really end up very well. But I feel like right here, do you see Heavy Revy on DPS?
Yeah, I was just about to say, you clearly haven't looked at the other team.
Fun. They're having fun here. Godzilla Lord is going to play tank, which he hasn't done all night. Slips is still going to play that Symmetra. Ladies and gentlemen, this might be the last match of your final. First epic B2P. Let's get some hype, and here we go. Take it away.
Oh, yeah, here it comes. The Bastion starts dumping bullets. They're hiding in rooms. They're moving around. The jump up is good. Lots of things crossing Heavy Revy, but not able to take him down. Tranquility making sure he stays laced up. Obviously, Cyril down now, but lots of players in the back line, and I see somebody sleeping back there. Like,
yep.
What is going on right now? Oh yeah.
Kim's trying to stay with Demon X now.
Nobody just running back to the team here.
Just
with
leave
Genji
Genji up front.
Just jumping.
And here we go. Here's the Heavy Revy.
Bouncing on walls. Here we go for some kind of engage.
Oh wow!
Already up for Heavy Revy as he bounces himself up onto the upper level.
He's just having fun, bro. Look at this. Taking out Demon X and McCann, just jumping around, booping everybody. This is what B2P is about, guys. Having fun, playing stuff that you haven't played. And look at this. Heavy Revy hasn't played Bastion all night. All these people are playing different things. This is great.
Well, I got Jones on the Bastion down here trying to dodge bullets right now as he's just kind of stuck in this room alone. No shields, at least at the moment. There we go. There's a shield up. Heavy Revy now taking a lot of heat from the upper level. Demon Axe trying to fly up into the action. Oh no, Jonesy tried to get wide, taken down by Slips. And Heavy Revy just, oh no! An insane slam puts Heavy Revy on the bottom level away from his team. The solo shatter into Heavy Revy is good, which puts Team Wrath on the point.
Oh wow!
With the Winston.
Oh my goodness!
That is just jumping around, trying to create space. With the three people on point, of course, Slips with his turrets eventually finding the kill. And this is just the most fun match to watch by far. Fantastic work by both teams here. Just realizing that I'm sure for both teams, they were just kind of like, all right, it's over. We're just going to play this out in the most fun way we can. Vendetta just picking up the shield, protecting Heavy, letting Revy just do what he does. Obviously, outside right now, you see the Moira trying to come in behind. Send Poppy with the charge.
He's done with Heavy.
Puts him down. Heavy Revy is down to the charge from Send Poppy, putting Wrath on the point again with a minute left.
But that's the thing, Senpapi, is that you have your whole entire other team that's trying to take the point, and you're not there, and you're just taking this charge. But guess what? You are in a beehive, my brother, and you go down as well. Like, those are funny plays, and I hope you're having a blast, but that's not the recipe to being the victor, to being the first champs. But hey, man, it looks like they're having a blast, and that is all that matters. Like, Vendetta's just showing the shield, and he's like, hey, guys, look at me. I'm just chilling here.
30 seconds on the clock. Heavy setting back up on the second level now, just waiting for it to get real. Dumping bullets onto Senpapi. Shield will crack here as he moves to the upper level. Heavy's going to have to back up. The charge is good. Knocks Vendetta away. Nothing. Vendetta into the wall. Doctor alone against the tanks.
Oh,
as
here we go.
Goes tank mode one more time and just starts dumping the bullets. Jonesy and Mechanified on the upper level fighting it out. Jonesy trying to look for the kills on Tranquility, can't find it as Tranquility guns down Jonesy and Mechanified upper level. That is round one, ladies and gentlemen. Now we will see the aggression come back their direction from Infinity as Infinity takes the attack.
Oh my goodness. I'm smiling. So I think we're both smiling. I hope everybody that's watching from home, if we're on the big screen, if we're on your monitor, I hope you're all smiling because this is the last game, and they are truly showing that this is the last game because they're having fun. You can tell that they're just trying different stuff. They're going out there. They're like, hey, Heavy, you want to play Bash? You want to go beep, boop, bop, bop, bop? You know, like Streaker always talks in that mode. You know, you want to go ahead and do that? And that's exactly what they're doing. So it's a bittersweet end to the night for a legendary night that we've had.
Oh yeah, it's been absolutely phenomenal. Just so many good plays, so many good teams playing each other. Some phenomenal I mean the level of play of all of these teams from when this was announced to right now has increased 1,000-fold. Just incredible work by every single person who took part in this, including but not limited to Drix and Compton. Who have been managing this the whole time. Cyril now up in the teeth of Team Infinity.
Oh God. Yep. Just saying hi.
And this is all that hate.
Yep. And they're gonna camp right in front. They're like, we hate you guys.
Oh,
you guys are the bully.
The dive from Senpapi, not able to catch somebody. However, Demon X does take out Vendetta and Heavy as the initial aggressive push rolls on. Godzilla Sword still hiding in the room to the left.
This is great. You know, this is kind of a hard spot to get out. They do have to go all the way around, kind of where Heavy Revy's going. His team's got to follow because they are kind of squeezed right there.
Alone, taking
and they're
the
gonna
first pick, and there it is.
Who did that? Who did that? Was that Slips? Did he teleport and do that?
No, Slips. No. Absolutely.
Oh,
definitely.
No.
And here, Jonesy try hard.
And here we go. Play of the game from Heavy Revy, having fun, just moving over himself up, takes care of Mechanified, moves himself up again, says Senpapi, come here as well. I'll take care of Demon Axe first, and then I'll get you, Senpapi. And like what he's been doing all night, just absolutely going through whatever is in front of him, having a blast while doing it. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen? I hope y'all have been having a blast. I know Shrieker and I had a jolly of a time, man. Oh my goodness. And especially after 7 hours, like, yes, it was a grueling day. It was long, but at the same time, man, it was fun to be by your side. It was fun casting those games, dude.
Absolutely, brother. I wouldn't have done it any other way. There wasn't a single team out there that knew this, but there were actually prizes for the champions that we didn't talk about. Sailor, you wanna go ahead and unravel that?
Yeah, so we had it in the chat. We're gonna go ahead and see if maybe we can go ahead and bring it up in front of your eyes here in a matter of seconds. But we did go ahead and create. Hold on, aliens. What? Hold on a second. Go ahead and take the mic. Take the mic. Secret. Take the mic.
No, I got it. So we're working on showing you something that no one really knew about, wasn't well talked about, but does in fact exist. Ladies and gentlemen, there are prizes for the champions, Team Infinity here. They are going to be receiving champion t-shirts for the very first bronze to platinum epic tournament held right here behind the golden mic of the HSA. What a phenomenal day. Less breaks next time. What a phenomenal evening, and so much fun. Going from 5 o'clock, here we are now at midnight here Pacific Standard Time, on the West Coast, the best coast of the United States, where I'm broadcasting live and direct to you. It has been an absolutely phenomenal evening. There you go. You can take a look at that shirt. There you go. Bronze to plat, epic #1 champions. We're going to need everybody's sizes. You're going to have to go ahead and get a hold of Compton EMT so we can go ahead and get those made for you. I'll be pitching in as well.
Oh yeah, well, with everything that Compton EMT did on the back end, with all the graphic designing, so much hard hours work. Actually, Shriek, this was kind of, it's nice to have not an incentive per se, because if it was an incentive, we would say, hey guys, we got this cool prize set it up, but a surprise to the winners. And here we go. We can go ahead and show it. Greg, you can go ahead and switch the transition to the shirt itself. And there it is, the bronze to plat epic one with the little guy. I thought that this guy was so great. Compton and I were just like, oh man, that's awesome. We got to keep that guy there. And champs. So Team Infinity and all the Infinity Stone slips: Vendetta, Heavy Revy, Godzilla Lord, Tranquility, Cool Tiger, Streak, and I. Streak said that he'll pitch in. I was going to go ahead and buy it for all y'all. Congratulations. Also, Streaker and Compton and myself and Drix will go ahead and be getting one of these shirts as well, for doing such a great job. Just, teamwork all across. So I hope everybody had a blast. Congratulations to Team Infinity. You guys deserve it, man. You guys deserve it.
Absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. It has been a wonderful day with all of you. Thank you so much for everything that you have done. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being a part. This was a 10-week-long journey culminating in some of the best matches by far that we have seen in the bronze to platinum scrimmage era. Absolutely every single person gave their all out there on the battlefield today. Absolutely phenomenal play, demonstrative play, as one might say, by every single team, by every single player. Thank you so much to everybody out there in the audience. Thank you for being there. Thank you for watching with us. Thank you for making this absolutely a phenomenal day. It's something incredible, something that not a single one of us here on week one could have ever dreamed of when we were just kind of hanging out and we were like, oh, we'll give it a cool name and we'll kind of do stuff. And like Greg's like, yeah, we're going to do this, guys. It's really going to work. And we were all like, I don't think it's going to work, bro. It's not kind of weird. He's like, no, but it's going to happen. And just to see it all come together here in week number 10 into this awesome 24-person, 8-hour tournament. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, my name is Isaac the Streaker 1337 Burlew. I've got Mr. Sailor Nips here co-casting with me tonight. Our backup squad, the guys that you didn't see that were behind the curtain all night, pushing out all the hard work. Obviously, Mr. Drix just doing everything he could, working with the teams, making sure that the bands were good, the captains were happy, the breaks were solid. Absolutely. And then, of course, Mr. Compton for creating all of the backgrounds, the pictures, the transitions, the intro video, the literally everything that you see, taking all this time to make sure that everything was absolutely picture perfect and ready to go on screen. I thank both of you gentlemen, even though you can't be here on the microphones. We thank both of you. I know you can hear me out there. All the officials, thank you so much. You guys were amazing. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is the end of Bronze to Plat number 1. And don't you worry, we will be back with Bronze to Plat number 2 in probably another 10 weeks, as I imagine we will just keep a 10-week format, which seems to be fine. So ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, as we cut to the final scene, I want to remind you to do 3 things for me. Stay seated, stay excited, stay intoxicated. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm your host, Isaac the Streaker 1337 Burlew, reminding you to stay safe out there. Thank you so much, everybody. Have a great night.